Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to July the 1st. Welcome to July the 1st. Are you doing okay over there? Good? She's good? Okay. We got, what I'd like to do today, is to operate and renew beginner's mind. It's like one of my favorite themes because it's so rich. And we take for granted how we work and what we know and yes, I've been doing this. You say to yourself, I've been doing this, and these are my teachers and all like that. But it's really not about techniques. It is about your life. It is about how you claim practices, and ultimately for what? For the technique so you can do Olympic yoga? No. It is all about awakening our service, isn't it? It's really about awakening service and ultimately in service, our life, this gift of our lives to the divine, for the divine. How can I be of service? And meaning starts arriving, all kinds of positive things start happening in this way. And it sometimes means sacrifice. It doesn't mean just a kind of spiritual tourism. It doesn't mean a spiritual consumerism or a spiritual narcissism. These things, no, it's not about that. Let's come up and warm up this body. Wake up this body, and we're going to do some extra breathing practices today, okay? All right, yeah, come on up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Come on. Let's do it. Plant these feet down. Remind yourself what we are doing. We are yoking. We are integrating our breath, our attention, and the body. And when you do that, let's just do that. Put your attention here. Identify commentary, anything going on in your head. Take a breath. Just recognize it. Don't try to do anything with it, because you wrestle with it, it just gets more loud, right? So plant your feet down. Take your hands together. Inhale high. And exhale wide. May all beings everywhere share this practice. Inhale over the ground. Make a fist. Hold the breath in. Open. Through the mouth, exhale. Inhale wide. And bring it back to the heart. Good. Good morning. Every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, right here, we're doing yoga practices. The last year and a half, you're welcome to join us anytime. No charge to be here. Just FYI. Let's reach up high. Reach way up. Plant these feet. Wide fingers, thumbs. Can you straighten and bend your elbows? So I'm going to bend and straighten. Look, our elbows are one of those neglected joints, unless they bother you. Ankles are another one. But as we can straighten, truly straighten and activate awareness in our elbows, we activate strength and channels of neuromuscular patterns all the way back to the spine and the diaphragm. Yes. Okay, so go straight with those elbows. Lift it up as high as you can. And I will sometimes say, wake up your hands. And when I say wake up your hands, I mean bring attention to your hands. When I say wake up, it means inhale and bring that selected, specific attention to the hands. So if you're waking up your hands, identify your fingers. Yeah, you can come join us if you'd like. Every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, we're starting up very simple, progressive practices I've been teaching, I've been doing since 1978, before you guys were born. Yeah. But in case you'd ever want to join, there's no charge here to be here and join us. We're doing, look, no mats. We're just finding how the body works with our breathing. And that's it, you know, every Saturday. Have not missed, even in rain. Okay? Freezing, no. Yeah, a few times, January, we were not here. But every time else, we've been out here. All right? All right, guys. Another day. You can join us today. But any other Saturday, we're always here. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so you've been holding your hands up, your arms up. And if you're holding these arms up, you're activating in a specific way. Can you make circles in your shoulders? So those, they look like twins, those two. Yeah, it looked like two sets of twins, boys and girls. And they were like together. And I don't know if they were like two brotherly twins who were dating two sisterly twins, but that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. I'm making circles in these shoulders. Yes, my hands are up. I'm awakening my shoulders. Every circle is a breath. And then I'm going to reverse those circles. I'm reaching up again, wide fingers and thumbs. Can you take your arms equal with your ears? Yes. Well, yeah, it's more challenging like that. Yes. Can you align your ankles, your hips, your shoulders, and your ears? And breathe. I have to pay attention to this elbow over here because it's my dominant elbow. And your dominant elbow, your dominant side has its habits. Good. And what is normal may not be balanced. What is normal in your habit may not be fully engaged. And what is normal, we want to bring a special attention. Take a breath, isolate your fingers and release them. Isolate the wrists and release them. Isolate these elbows. Lock and straighten them. Inhale. And now exhale. Empty the elbows. Release the elbows. So I will say awaken. It is to deliver breath and attention. And I will say to empty. And it is to deliver breath. And it is to release. I'm releasing my shoulders, my elbows, my knees. And I tilt forward. I'm folding. I'm folding forward gently, easily, without effort. Recall our process. Let's stack the hands on the knees, rebuild up. So every posture could be a starting position. Wherever you are, you could be seated. You could be lying down. You could be on your back. You could be on your stomach. You could be on your knees. You could be, any number of positions. Let's bend these ankles deeply. Bend your knees deeply. And you want to identify gravity. You want to identify where you start. If my ankles bend deeply, my knees bend in the line of each foot. My tailbone pulls back as far as it can pull back, and it activates into my spine. It's like if my tailbone goes back, my heart will go forward. My elbows can straighten, right? My shoulder blades back, and my eyes, they gaze out to the horizon, level with the ground. My jaw relaxes. Beautiful. Utkatasana. Let's inhale this back. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Breathing beginner's mind allows us to always learn, sweep through. Kumar used to say, everybody teaches me. Breathe this right there. Everybody has something to offer. And Kumar had been practicing since he was like 4 years old, right? Take your hands back to your heart, push away. Yeah, and so he was practicing for more than 90 years. Let yourself turn. Let yourself turn. Plant these feet, separate and twist. Are you breathing? I mean, really, are you unlocking your breath? I am exhaling over my shoulder. In an intuitive breath, my face turns. My chin and forehead turns equally. So no matter your starting position, we wish to identify your stability and your strength, your balance and your alignment, your breath delivery, your wholeness. With our breath delivery, there is the shape of the lungs that we take for granted. We take our breathing for granted. That breathing is the direct connection to your body and to your mind. And it bridges the body and the mind. It allows us to enter sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Your starting position. I know that may be too much for me to say right now, but starting position. Stability, strength, alignment, balance, breathing, wholeness, and that initial awareness. Shtara. Sometimes that may be your whole practice. To gather yourself to presence in your body. Can you shift your breathing? Can you inhale over the shoulder? And so from our standing, simple standing position, we're twisting in this transverse plane. And I'm going to inhale over my shoulder. So a shift of the breathing. I inhale, inhale. The initial awareness of grounded stability and balance, alignment and strength with breath, this whole present awareness, we call sthira. It's not the pose name, it is the condition that we bring to it. And we activate sthira more completely in our presence. So whatever you have been doing already today, take a breath in, release that grasping of your day and the story you have been telling yourself so far. Release your anticipation of what we're going to do today, you and I. Release your expectation for the rest of your day and week and season. Let yourself be present in your breath cycle. When Kumar was over 80, he would practice like this a long time. At least 5 minutes dedicated just to the twisting. And he would dedicate another 5 minutes or 10 minutes to adding on to these simple twists. So from sthira, from that stability, wholeness, that alignment and strength and balance, we move with intent. We can isolate awareness in the body, and we move with an effortless effort. The effortless effort is sukha. Sthira, sukha. Inevitably, we find resistance, we find limitation, we find discomfort or pain, we find obstruction, we find a bondage, a limitation. That limitation we identify dukkha. Now, those limitations arise in many different ways. Some of them are afflictions. Some of them are afflicted emotion or afflicted injury in the body. Or a mental construction. When we're doing the asanas, the obstructions are typically in the body, but sometimes you begin to feel something else going on. Sometimes emotions arise spontaneously, and you know that's A-OK. We do not wish to hold them. We do not wish to engage the habit of identifying with emotion, the emotion and the thought. Our habit is to identify with them, that this is my thought, that is me, this is my emotion, that is me. But that's not true. That's a kind of construction, a kind of illusion from which we can be released. And you have much more space. And you begin to touch into higher purpose. You begin to touch into the truth of your life. I say this for me. I have to remind myself. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. And let's release that. Oh my goodness, you've been taking a long time to do that. Long time. Wow, bravo. Rock your hips side to side. We're not going to spend 20 minutes doing this. But I thought 20 minutes doing your twist is not a horrible thing, you know? Yeah, let your hips rock. How far over can you rock your hips? Can you maintain the plane of your ankles, your hips, your shoulders, and your ears? Right. Simple. So simple. Okay, so what if, come back to the center. Sthura, take your hips over. Isolated intention, as far over in the oppositions as you can reach. Feel those hips over to the side. The feet are grounded. Can you feel the dilation through that whole open side of the body? Your ear up into the sky. Can you reach your hands down? Open the hands forward. Breathing. Now, in the pose, we are looking for the oppositions. We are looking for the open breath for the lungs. We're looking for that breath delivery, not just lungs, but into the whole body. Reach down, reach away. The palm turns up and sweep the palm up. Sweep, turn the palm down. Turn the palm up, sweep. Reach up, reach down. The ear is lifting high. Big dilation through that open side of the body. Compression on this inner side. Turn your eyes down to your thumb. How does the body open? How does the body close? How does our awareness open? How does the awareness close? How is this connected with your breathing? The breath opens, the breath closes. We are yoking. Let's turn the eyes now up to your thumb. And simple breathing right there. Simple posture, entering our crescent moon pose. Take the straight elbow long over your head, way out. Breathe. Let's breathe for 3 and 2 and 1. Reach out and away. Let's breathe for 3, 2, 1. Can you breathe? Can you exit like this? Bend your knees, revolve your shoulders, reach away. So we have our entrance, we have our exit, we have how we open and how we close. Empty that neck. Empty your spine. Let it breathe. Notice that you have plenty of breath despite the limitation of the lungs and of the body. Every posture we make is a form for your breathing. Let's stack your hands on your knees and let's lift up. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see my hands stacked on my knees, my elbows straight, my ankles bend deeply, my ankles drawing back through the heels, my tailbone back, way out, my heart forward, my shoulders back, my shoulder blades back. Reach away, reach away, reach away. Yes. Now turn those palms forward and sweep up. That's looking great. How high can you reach? Can you bend your ankles more? I know. More ankles. And lift up high. Breathe just 3 more. Go as strongly as you can. As strongly as you can for just 3 breaths. Yes. And then touch your hands back together and stand. Empty your shoulders. Empty your body. Feel, things are changing. Yes. Make a little turn. Beautiful. Let's rock those hips. Let's take it over opposite side. Feel the dilation of the body. Reach the arms down, reach away, 2 hands. Sweep through your range. The palm is up. I turn my palm down. My ear is lifting into the sky. I inhale, open. I exhale, closing. I inhale, open. I breathe into the opposition. I carry sthira effortlessly. Effortless effort. Sukha. Turn your eyes down. Yes. Sukha does not mean you do not do the best you can or you do not engage all of your strength. Sukha means finding your strength. Enter it. Carry it. Reach away high. Over your ear, way out. We have very, very high clouds. It looks like sand, like white sand, way up high. Reach away. And breathe that right there. Breathe here, big breaths. 3, feel how you can inhale, you open into the oppositions. Exhale. 2, inhale. Now the exit to the posture, we close like this. We exhale, bend the knees, revolve the shoulders, reach out to the side, sweep down. Empty the spine forward, tilt your hips forward. Can you melt the muscles at the top of the leg into the hip, into the gut? That's it. Empty the spine. Now the work we are doing right now applies to all of our other postures. Bend those knees, bend those ankles deeply. Straighten those elbows. And let's breathe. Yes, lift up in your heart. Reach your heart out like you could shine a light from your spine out over the ground. And you know, I don't know if I made a formal invocation, but may all beings everywhere share this practice with us. All beings everywhere know the peace at the center of creation. Let's sweep this away. Reach up. Do as best you can here. Deeply as the ankles and knees as possible. Straight elbows as possible. High as possible. 3, 2, 1. Take the hands back to the knees. Make circles in your knees. Every circle is a breath. And then reverse direction. I said earlier that we take for granted our elbows. And we take for granted our ankles. Let's reverse direction again. I want you to make circles in the knees. Keep your feet flat. Feel the distribution of weight through the foot, left and right. Keep your feet flat, toes down. I circle the other direction. Every circle is a breath. Good. Bend now and straighten the knees. I straighten the knees. I bend the knees. I straighten the knees. I bend the knees. Straighten and bend. Can I inhale a bend and exhale a straight knee and hold? Breathe it right there. And feel Where can you push gently? I'm kind of pushing, 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 and I begin to illuminate the tissues of this knee joint. I bring awareness to that knee. I begin to identify muscles of the leg and calf. Right, soleus, gastrocnemius. Yes, various hamstrings, the heads of the hamstring coming down, the tendons connecting across the joint. Right. I begin to feel the fascial connections. I begin to feel the ligaments of the knee and how the ligaments connect this femur with the two lower bones of my leg. And I feel that. I feel my kneecap. Yes, I feel breath, no force. Can you imagine delivering your breath, not just into your lungs, but imagine you could inhale down into those knees? Yeah, we inhale, and it is like shining a light. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And with this exhale, let's bend those knees and push. Stand up. Look how simple. Let's sweep these arms wide, way up. Reach an easy arc back. Nice. Good. Take those hands together. All right, so now let's take these hands. I'm going to make a fist and a fist on each gluteus muscle. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit to enter. I'm going to push my fists forward and I arc. Now you could stay in this entrance. I am not merely hinging in my lumbar spine. I want to lift my spine up through the heart. So feel between your shoulder blades, like that could lift forward right here at the top of the chest, lifting up into the sky. Now you could stay there with that. My chin is on my chest. If you want more, you lace your fingers together and reach away. Now you don't have to do that, but if you can, you straighten your elbows. Look, my palms are apart, but my fingers are laced together, right? You could stay there with that. If you want more, be careful. Be careful what you ask for. You stay in one position because we're going to do this for a little bit of time. I'm going to open my hands and I'm going to reach back, lift up, and where can we reach? My chin is on my chest. Yes. Look, you're there and you're stable. And I'm going to inhale away. I exhale the chin to the chest. I inhale away. I exhale my chin to the chest. One more time. I inhale away. I exhale my chin to the chest. How do we exit? I'm going to bring my arms forward and my fingertips pull me forward until I align my ankles, my hips, my shoulders, and my ears. I take a breath. I empty. Make a little turn. Now we're going to do that back bend. And we're going to do it for about a minute. If you need to rest, rest. Yes. If you need to rest, if you ever need to rest, let yourself rest. But we're going to do this next practice for 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Plant your feet down, bend your knees. In any one of these positions, you can practice. I'm going to practice like this. I'm going to reach my chin away, and I'm going to breathe in through my nose strongly, exhaling through my mouth. So wherever you are, if you're seated, if you're lying down, if you're resting, you can still practice this breathing technique. Here we go. Strong as you can, in the nose, out the mouth. Ha, 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 ha. Big breath. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, the exit. Hands forward. Let the hands draw us forward. Align. Empty. Make a little turn. Good work. Lie down on your back. Tuck your knees and rock. Good. If you're on your back, let yourself rock side to side. Put one hand on each knee, lie flat, let the head touch down on your mat, and let yourself rock side to side. Feel the earth pushing up into your spine. Yep, let your head turn with your shoulders. Why? Because then we can leave the head, leave the habits of the brain for now, just a little while. Leave the habits of the brain and bring your attention into your body. Yes, and feel what is happening. Rock 3 more each side. One side and the other. Exhale to the side. Exhale to the side. Let your head turn. Let your face turn with your shoulders. Do not get trapped in your brain. Yeah. It is liberating to release that. Yeah. Come back to the center. You say, I'm turning my head, but not really. And so, we do this for safety. We do this for protection. And I appreciate that. You want to be secure in the practices. Plant your feet down. Let's do a revolved stomach. Take your arms wide like a T. Let those feet touch down to the ground. Let your knees go over to the left. Feel that right there. Release that left leg completely toward the floor, toward the earth. And observe your breathing. Let your head turn to the left thumb and breathe it right there. Yep. Let yourself turn. Breathe to that left. Can you wake up making this easy today, wake up your left foot and ankle. Bring attention and lift it, cross it over the right knee. All the way up, over the shin to the knee. And notice the leverage and the weight and the slight shift. Let it drift over to the left. Good. Breathe here. Number 1, identify breathing through the nose only. And breathe in through this nose into the lungs. Feel the breath from low in the lungs up to the top. Do you notice the compression in the lower floor of the lungs? One side more than the other. Notice the dilation in the opposite lobe, upper lobe of the lung. And breathe that right there. Breathe 3 good breaths and feel that. And we do this with every single posture, even though I don't say so. And then turn your head. Eyes go over to that right thumb and breathe it right there. Nice. Look at that beautiful twist. If your shoulders are not lying flat, modify that right hand to the ribs. Do not force. Sthura, Sukha, Dukkha. Yes, there is dukkha, but do not force. Effortless effort. Good. So now if you're breathing and you're looking over to the right thumb, imagine you could put your attention on the cycle of your breathing. How the breath goes out entirely, and then how that breath comes in. How the breath goes out, how the breath comes in. Can you put your attention on the present moment of that breath cycle? And so you're riding your attention, your selected attention in present awareness. That's right. And if you can do that, and you're looking over at this right thumb, imagine, and our imagination is an active tool of the mind to illuminate the function and to illuminate the presence in the body. Yeah. So can you inhale into your whole body like you could inhale sunlight into every blood cell, circulating all through your whole body, your toes, your fingertips, your eyes, all your internal organs, your brain and heart, right? All of your glands, yes, inside your bones. Imagine you could inhale sunlight inside of your bones. Beautiful. Could you inhale to all of your muscles, into all of your nerves and the pathways of the nerves? Can you inhale into your skin? Breathe that right there. 3 more breaths, looking over to this right thumb. And then wake up the left arm into the sky. Reach up high and roll over. Did I say left? I made a mistake. Let's wake up this right thumb, lift it high, right arm up, and roll to the left. It happens, you know. Sometimes I look opposite. Sometimes I have a little dyslexic ding-dong that happens, right? A little bit, it happens. Empty your body, and that means survey through your fingers and release your fingers. It means release your toes. Can you release the palms of your hand? Can you release the ankles and arches of your feet? Can you exhale and empty your wrists and your elbows? Can you empty your shoulders and your hips, the shell of your abdomen and the internal organs? Can you breathe into the length of your spine, from your tailbone all the way through all 24 vertebrae, through to the skull? Empty our skull. Empty the skull. Empty your skull like a dome. And come onto your back, and let's do the same thing on the second side. I will not be so detailed, but I want you to do the same type of thing. Put one hand on each knee, tuck and rock side to side. Yes, let your head turn with your shoulders. Bring it back to the center. The feet touch down. The arms go wide like a T. Not too heroic, not a Y. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Yes, the knees drift over to the right this time. Yep, let those palms turn up. Breathe, look your head, turn your head to the right. Wake up the right ankle, cross over that left knee. Other right, there you go. Yes, and feel that right there. Yes, we do. We go this way, that way sometimes. We're crossing the hemispheres of the brain a little bit. Yes, breathe. Number 1, the functional breath of the lungs. Deliver breath. Attention in the present awareness as it fills in the space of the lungs. Can you awaken your imagination? Imagine you could put your attention on the cycle of the breath and ride on the cycle. Inhale, exhale, open and close. And then imagine you could inhale sunlight into your body. Turn your palms up. The head turns over to the left thumb. Shoulders down easily, effortless. Yeah, breathe it right there. Good, good, good. If you're there, identify sunlight into your whole body, every cell of your body, your bones, your blood, your skin, your muscles, your nerves, your organs, glands, everything, brain, heart, all of your guts. Now wake up this left arm. I got it right this time. Lift it up into the sky and roll to the right. Empty your body. Survey your body. Can you release your fingers and your toes, your arches and the palms, the ankles and the wrists, the knees and the elbows, shoulders and hips? Release down through the length of your spine. If you're breathing that, observe the whole body empty. 3 breaths, then come again onto your back. Good morning. Every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, we practice a yoga and we share it with a lot of people online. So you're always welcome to be here. There's not a charge. It's just growing, you know? See you another day. On your back, let's make a good fish posture, okay? So lie down, let those legs go long, and squeeze the legs together. Yep, lie long, point your toes, squeeze the legs, activate the strength of those legs. Look, we've done only a few postures today. Really simple, really basic. But you have been delivering breath consciously now for coming up on an hour, shy of an hour. I'd like for you to press your elbows down. Imagine that you could keep those legs squeezing. They are not passive. Keep your hips down on the ground. Don't lift in the middle of, the hips. The hips press down. But can you lift your spine? If I was on the ground, I would put my hands by my hips, elbows down, lift in the spine, and my head reaches back, the top of my head to the ground. Lift up in your heart. Lift up in that heart. Good. Good. Go on the top of your head as high as you can go. Breathe right there. I'll be right back. Okay. May I make a little adjustment? Okay. Breathe. Let the palms turn down. Yes. Can you put your thumbs like this? That makes a weird angle in the wrist, weird angle in the shoulder. Now I'm going to lift you. Breathe this right there. Yes, here is your neck. Right there. This is your, breathe that right there. In the nose, out the mouth. Breathe this right here. Breathe through this. Like that. That was a good one. In the nose, out the mouth. Feel that. Now I'm letting go. You hold that. Lifting. Use your inhale to activate your posture, to awaken your move. Your exhale, to unlock. Yes. Now breathe fast. 18 breaths with me. In the nose, out the mouth. And release it down. Palms go up. Yeah, breathe it right there. Choose a random page for us. Let yourself relax entirely. Good. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Number 3. I love this one. Especially these days. What's true? Everybody says there's no truth. But there is. Obviously there is. This is from Dogen. He says to us, truth is not far away. Truth is ever present. Truth is not something to be attained. Not one of our steps leads away from it. Not one of your steps leads away from truth. It's when we step away from truth that we have the problems, And how do we step away from the truth? We step away from the truth with our mind, with our rationalizations, with the stories that we tell ourselves. We live by story. Stories connect with purpose. Stories are super valuable. But whose story are you living? That's the question. Whose story are you living? Right. All right. I invite you to live your own story. And in that is your authentic life. And you know, as you do that, you find connections and value and resonance with other people. It happens. All right. We're going to make one final set of, we're going to make a set of Bastrika breathing. And in it, I want you to awaken the breath and equal engagement in and out. And you begin first. There are different paces. You can go slow, you can go medium pace, or fast pace. We're going to go medium pace, and we're going to do it for, let's do it for 1 minute, okay? Just 1 minute. I'm not going to count the number of breaths. We'll just go by the time. Let your palms turn up. With your hands, let's make a primary mudra. I'm going to take my thumb and my index finger, the tips of my thumb and index together, and the palm turns up. Jaw is relaxed. Nose only, and deeply as you can. In the nose, out the nose, like this. 1 minute. I'm going to find my sushtera, and I'll do this with you. Now, Kumar would do more than 1 minute, certainly. But I don't know where you are and who's practicing exactly with this. And so I invite you, beginner's mind, easy practices. We're not doing 1,000 breaths or 2,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 breaths. Those take about 3 hours, you know, if you dedicate yourself to that. And you can't just do it. You have to build to it. Otherwise, there are problems. You know, these, well, easy, 1 minute. Like this. Big breath in, totally release. Be still. Adjust your neck. Effortless effort. Let yourself breathe gently, full. Exhale and allow that breath to enter. Fill from the bottom of the lungs up to the top. Let it pour out. Let that breath come in and let that breath go out. Easy, effortless. And make observations. How do you feel? How does the skin feel? How do your toes and fingers, your wrists and your ankles, your knees and your elbows, your shoulders, your hips, your neck, and the length of your spine? So, let yourself breathe. Unlock your breath. Find the easiest way to come up and to stand. Wake up your body. Do not force. Yeah. How do you feel now? How did you feel an hour ago? Yeah, your eyes are different. Your eyes are like this. You can see the difference in your face. Beautiful. Plant your feet down. Take your hands together. Störa. Just as we began, we will close. We want to ground, align. Breathe. Find your balance. It is not passive. Find your strength. Maybe you can activate root lock. Maybe you can activate mid-lock, mulband, uryanband. Maybe you can fill your lungs from the bottom of the lung up to the top and let it pour out. Beautiful. Inhale high. Exhale wide. Over the ground, make a fist, lock it, hold the breath in. 9 times. We're going to open. Through the mouth, let's exhale. Inhale wide. Way up. Back to your heart. And if there is just one thing to take away today from the practice, just one, it would be to identify your breathing in the course of your day and unlock it. Unlock the breathing. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you. That concludes our practices today. See you next